from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Baker. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to
everybody's
throw
half dead.
That's
always
on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Everybody's tired. I can't do anything. Need a damn break.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I've got...
Somebody set a towel on top of the other and now they're stuck
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. It looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Can't get anybody going.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Miles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term
complementary
football. Man. Because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember. But back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Jones off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, into a sea of
everybody's running in slow motion, jumping in slow motion.
After
Jesus.
7-0 on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Jones, off play action. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
What's up?
This is a joke.
Keeps their drive alive.
What, that fatigue shit?
Yeah. I can't do anything. Like everybody's in slow motion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, I've been forced to be running back by committee.
Dude, I got Gaskins in.
Second interception.
And hell, he's tired.
In this first half.
I was running with TJ Logan.
He's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Gaskin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 2nd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down at 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover.
No animation.
His guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year.
I don't know if it's a no animation or because he's fucking
on the tape. He's like,
got a pulse of 17.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down.
And he wouldn't.
Ahead of schedule.
Oh my God.
Steve is not going to make it easy for you.
I hit triangle, and he didn't even raise his hand. It hit him in the damn face.
Made the contact just as he's trying to
On the
hold
tip. Damn.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A chance for Waddle on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Shut up, Mabry, asshole.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
Shut up, boss.
And he was smiling, and I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke, and he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26
God damn, is that another fumble?
So a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an
They
interception.
do need a curfew, man.
And hasn't there
Just
been
smart
a
ass
pretty
shit.
darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great?
Ain't none of your
Who would
business.
that be? That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off.
Damn, high school again.
Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field. And
I can't
getting to
even
second
explain
and
it.
sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Maybe
I ran a play I
play
never
on
ran
offense.
before.
7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
I got some of my health back this week because I've been splitting, going in. I haven't been going full pads.
I'd drop my down past 2 weeks,
They'll
man.
indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
Back up in the
They'll be
90s now.
dropped after a gain of about 6.
I was in the
Across
90s.
30 to the 31.
And this is how my team showed up at 90%.
With the Dolphins on top as we go up to
I don't know. I'm not saying that'll happen to you. I'm just saying that was mine.
EA Sports halftime.
Because I started doing
Take
that
it away,
shit.
Coach.
It's fucking stupid. We shouldn't have to keep up with this.
Yeah.
God damn. I mean, are they going to incorporate fucking COVID tests next?
They just might. Shut the whole team down.
Yeah.
Oh, season's done.
Forfeit. God damn.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone.
Motherfuckers, trick or treat looking ass.
The
Man,
Dolphins at the line ready for their next
seen that a
drive.
minute ago.
And it's
It
hard to
pissed me off
imagine
every
that
time
the
I
first
read
half
it.
could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. This is Gaskin on the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Gaskin into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua being chased out left. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter, drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Tua.
Fucking floated it. God damn it, Tua.
Picked up by Juwan Bentley.
There's those good animations. The ones you don't get, and then the ones where they trip over a puff of air.
Yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And this one
Come on.
Intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On play action, here's Tua. Out to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
This is stupid. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Could have been his 3rd pick of the game.
I mean, just when you think Madden can't get any more fucking retarded. Yeah, hold my beer.
This game's fucked up. Question about that. They just tried to add too much.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
All that extra shit wasn't necessary. That ain't the shit that was wrong with the game.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
These people over here thinking about.
Gets there, and Tua's going to
they want to bring something back, bring back creative play.
Kyle Duggar drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones.
Oh, shit. I read it. God dang it.
Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Couldn't get turned around fast enough.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just
Here's the tire we can't even hit.
And they're losing right now. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 38, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch
Jay
the
West.
ball, but they also want to make sure that
Come on.
And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too.
And that ain't nothing but that damn fatigue shit.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
That lineman almost got you.
That's the story of the game.
We'll talk about it.
All game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately,
damn, that blocker got destroyed.
5-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue up. And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Steps away. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Another run with Gaskin. And he gets
Just turned around and threw it at
line, but no further than that. No gain on the play
God
there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s.
I did half pads and backups, man.
And here comes a return
Explain that.
Just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So
let's start like this, man.
4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for New England, they fall to defeat here. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Yes, I'll be right back.
Bro, I just threw a pass to Kyler Murray to a wide open receiver, and he threw that shit way off. I lobbed it, so I didn't drill it or nothing. Shit's crazy. It was a straight fly route.
I don't know what's going on, man.